What's up, guys? I'm Alex Rome, and today I'm going to show you how to make a Louis the Child style drop. And the drop that we're going to be remaking today is from the song called Better Not. It went up a few months back, and that drop sounds like this. It's reasonably close. A couple things aren't perfect, but you're never gonna get much closer than just about there when you remake anything. But yeah, let's go ahead and remake this drop. I'm gonna put that to the side, and then we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna go through the leads and then somewhat of the chords, even though they're not really chords. We're gonna do the bass line, and then we're gonna go through and do the drums, those special Louis the Child style drums. When I was actually making this, I was just going nuts over the bass line because the bass line is so Louis the Child that for some reason Louis the Child just nails this sound of this bass line that's like always like happy, always summery, always always has this like awesome vibe to it, and they're always like part of these chord progressions that I tend to love. But for some reason I'm just not that crazy about Louis the Child. But anyway, let's get into it. Don't forget, guys, we got my course on my website where I show you start to finish how to make an entire track, and we got the new sound bag for Serum, Sounds of the Future. Go hit that up at alexromesound.com. Alright, so let's get into these leads here. Alright, these leads I was able to get somewhat close to the sound with Serum. I'm going to go ahead and leave this preset in the description for you guys so you can download this preset. Preset sounds like this. Something like that. Alright, let's go ahead and start writing this lead. I'm going to reference real quick what this lead sounds like. Na 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 na. So it goes up like that. And real quick, like in case you guys like to just make all your sounds by yourself, this is a saw. This little pluck sound is made up of a saw wave, and it's going after that brass synth lead, at least in my opinion. And anytime you have a brass sound in a synthesizer, you're gonna go ahead and jump your unison up to as much as you can to fill that unison up. Obviously these go up to 16, but I don't usually go that high anymore because I like to save CPU and just work harder at getting them to sound full. Anyway, we got a saw here. This is a little pulse wave here that I drew in myself. I actually started with the square wave, but I went down to a pulse wave just to get a little closer. And then right here with the detunes, I'm about at 10 o'clock. I don't know. I don't look at analog clocks anymore, but you're about 10 o'clock on that detune knob. I tried them at first down here, but it didn't work that well. Anyway, I went ahead and modulated this cutoff knob here to make that pluck sound. So if you can make a simple EDM pluck, same idea. Alright. But if you don't know anything about sound design, I'm going to leave that preset in the description for you guys. And then this one goes down a level, so like this bottom note goes down a little bit. This is so Louis the Child! Oh man, Louis the Child's crazy. They always get that happy sound, man. They're good at that. Like if they're consistent at something, it's that. And then down here, this actually on this last part, the melody kind of just goes back up. And then that goes back up just like that. Now, we made it this far. We got the leads. We got them written out in that melody. Now what we got to do is we got to swing them. Watch this. So we got to take every other lead as such. Like this, 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 bang, bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada boom. Oh shit. Right here. And then we'll go woo, like that. That's a little too much swing. There's a little bit less than that. Here's why we do swing on simple melodies like this, because regardless, it's a simple melody, yeah? So like what you do to kind of make things, to kind of make simple things more complex is little things like that. Add swing, you know, and you know, you could go much farther with what you can add to something simple to make it sound less simple and less flat. Because when you leave simple sounds flat, they just remain boring. And so little things like swing will kind of bring these things to life. Alright, so let's get into now the bass line. Bass line's pretty sick. It's got some kickstart on it. This can't be the bass line because I got an EQ there. This is the bass. Maybe if I named my layers. Anyway, let's go ahead with this happy ass bass line. Happy ass bass line. Now I know the drop starts off without the bass and then it comes in later, but you should, whenever you make a glitch or a stop, always start out writing the entire loop. This bass line, I'm not going to leave this one in the description for you. This is just a sub bass with a amp envelope, and that's it. If you want to make this bass line, turn on your sub oscillator, turn off these oscillators. So just the sub, and you shape it with this envelope here. And then this one's going to look like that. Now let's do my all-time favorite part of this song, is right here. Which is this sound. Oh yeah, I want you guys to notice I have kickstart on all of these layers because the kick is 4 to the floor. So we're able to pull off kickstart and not have to sidechain manually. To get this sound, you basically get a sine wave. I got a sharp sine wave, so a sine wave with a triangle. And the reason for that sharp point is so you could hear it in a higher frequency range. I upped the unison. I'm talking with my hands. And just shaped the amp envelope like that. And that's it. Turned on oscillator A and the amp envelope. I'm not going to leave the sound in the description for you guys. So let's go ahead and put this. up here, and this is a little low, so we're gonna pull it up. Tell me that's not uplifting, dude. That is so Louis the Child. Ready? We're gonna couple it with that bass line now. And then we got that lead. Bang. Okay, now the most important part of this would be the drums. I'm just going to slide them on over. These are all splice samples. So instead of just going through splice, I'm just going to kind of move them over. It'll quicken things up for you guys so you don't have to see me scan through splice to make drums happen. So right here we have a out of key tropical house kick. So I need to fix that. That will be in key. But actually turning that down a little bit kind of ruined its transient. So if this was like a real life drop for me, I would definitely consider fixing that up, getting that kick to sound a lot stronger. But hey, it's not my song. All I'm doing is remaking it for this video, so it don't have to be perfect. That's for certain. Let's keep going here. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. And then I'm gonna break this clap down for you guys, of course, without, you know, just throwing it out here, not even showing you guys what I'm doing. So we got our 3-layer clap. Let me explain these 3 layers because it's not that, you know, it's not that simple what you're looking at here. So look at this. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Alright, so step 1 sounds like this. Step clap step 1. This is the clap that comes in before the kick. And it's that one that kind of starts off everything. And then a layer that we probably don't need because I ended up adding this layer later. Here's what's up with this layer. This layer is the wide layer. Hear how it's like real wide? If you're listening on shitty headphones, I feel bad for you because you're missing out on this spreading technique here that will make you a better producer. Here's the regular clap, monophonic down the center, and then here's the wide clap. See how wide it is? Crazy. So when I was listening to this beat, I heard the clap was really wide. So of course, when something is like that, there's a reason for that. It's a pretty punchy clap. So right there we had 2 layers of claps that weren't wide. And then we had a layer of clap that was wide. The hell is this? Oh yeah. Shit. Undo drag. Bring this back in. Music production, man. Never gets old. Alright, this is that tom. So the tom comes in like in that old Swedish House Mafia tom style, where it's like the double tom every few kicks. I guess that's a shitty sounding tom, but it's okay because it's not my song. But it's in the right pattern. At least these 2 are. And all these toms are swung as well, so they're pushed off the grid. That's what swinging means. It's pushing off of the grid, like the exact time, pushed out a little, like a few milliseconds, I guess. More milliseconds than a few, maybe. I don't know. And it just adds that groove, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and throw these hi-hats down. First hi-hat I threw down was this one. And there's something very important about this hi-hat, and that is that it's swung. Alright, ready? Just like that. In between each kick. So let's go ahead and turn off all those layers, right? So now it's just kick and hi-hat. Subscribe for more, guys. Follow me on Instagram at AlexRomeSound. AlexRomeSound.com for your favorite sound banks and courses. Even though I only have one course. Ready? Here's the kick. So you're going to go kick, hi-hat, kick, hi-hat, kick, hi-hat. It's as simple as can be. So what do you do when things are simple? Try to spice it up with something. We're going to spice it up with a little bit of swing. And all swing is lateness. So if I do a lot of swing, you can get a better idea of what it actually is doing. Here, feel how it kind of just makes your body start moving? That's how I explain it. It just kind of like makes you start moving. Alright, we got our other hi-hat here. I'm going to turn this one that sits on top of the kicks, I'm going to turn that down because it'll make like a somewhat of a ducking effect. That'll make that kick appear a little bit more in control. So unmixed, everything sounds like this. Whoa. And right there you have that Louis the Child style drop. You better not. Go listen to that track. I think it's a pretty happy summer track. Perfect for the season. But there you go, guys. That's a Louis the Child style drop. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you took some value from this. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Comment your thoughts in the comment section. Good or bad, doesn't matter to me. Subscribe to my channel. It'll really help me out. Peace out, guys.